What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is CavanBarbell. So I'm gonna start uh, doing like a kind of fitness series, and I'll take you through like some of my workouts. I think this is week 2 of my. It's kind of like a cut. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a cut. It's not like anything crazy, any like massive calorie deficit, but this is week 2 of my new program. So this is a push day. I'll do 2 push days a week. So one of them's a chest focus push day, and one of them's a shoulder focus push day. So first exercise here, uh, you can see it's like, well, actually, I think this is actually the second exercise. I forgot to film the first one, which was incline barbell press. So this is the second exercise. It's like a flat plate loaded neutral grip chest press, and it's great. You can see the way the machine works. You have to kind of push down to get a kind of lift off. It helps you in the starting position, and then you put the foot back down when you're loading the weight, which is kind of cool. I think I did like 3 or 4 working sets. This is now a drop set. See, I'm going quite fast with those reps there, just banging them out. I think I did about 20 of that here. Just as a drop set, I like to incorporate more volume, so I'll do higher reps. First few sets of the 2 plates aside, it was like sets of 10 to 12. This is now a final set of like, I guess like 18 or 20. Um, Great machine, great stretch. See, just getting a good stretch and then squeezing at the top. Third exercise here is, this is a really good one. It's quite a funky one, but it's good, it's an enjoyable one. It's like a plate loaded chest incline fly, and the pads there you can see when I'm putting my arms. You get a really good stretch and a really good squeeze, so the pump is insane, but you can really build a lot of muscle on that. So I did a few sets of this as well. Um, yeah, it's really good. So lift off there. Uh, Again, trying to get not fully, you don't want the both your arms to touch your hands to touch. You want to get a full stretch, so I'm really focusing. You can see typically when you're lowering the weight, you want to have as much control over it as possible, and then explode up in most of your chest movements. And just lowering it there. Um, that machine was crazy. I could only do like 5 kilos a side. That I could really feel the stretch. Um, Now I'm on to standing lateral raises for the shoulders. So this push day I would do like 3 or 4 chest, then 2 shoulder and 2 tricep. So first shoulder exercise, standing laterals, just with the dumbbells. See here we've got good lighting, trying to get good angles on the camera. I use a GoPro 10 is what I use, if you're wondering. Um, and the good thing about GoPro is that it has like a fisheye lens, so it can go quite wide, it can pick up a lot. And I'm doing a voiceover here, but like if I was to do audio, I have like this mod com. We add on like a mini speaker, so it picks up your voice a lot more. Another set here, just laterals, just burn that out. I don't like to go heavy on this. I feel like if you go heavy on these types of exercises, you're just asking for an injury. It's like chest flies, like if you were to do chest flies with dumbbells, like flat or incline, it's just not something you go heavy with, like the heaviest I would go on laterals would be 10 or 12 reps, probably 12, probably not below 12, you know. So the second shoulder exercise here, you can see just more volume, more sets, but this is now sitting lateral raises, so it does like a slightly different angle. You can feel it slightly different on your medial or middle part of your shoulder, which is where the curve is on your shoulder, not like the front or the rear delt. The side is really what you want to work on the most when you're chasing those cannonball delts, those cannonball shoulders, those big 3D shoulders. I really think laterals is where it's at. A lot of people like to go heavy on the dumbbell presses, the standing shoulder presses, but I'm 27, I've been lifting weights since I was 15. I did all that to begin with. you know, standing shoulder press, build up a good base, a good weight, and now it's really just like sculpting, I guess. Especially if you do a lot of compound exercises with your chest, it does a lot of your shoulder and your triceps with those just in itself. Here, there's some front raises. I don't actually do them that often, to be honest, but I was feeling it. I was like, I feel good. Feel like doing a good set of front raises. Um, and then I did a few sets of this. I don't know if I recorded all of them. Burnout again, probably sets of like 15 to 20, maybe even 25, like people say bodybuilding's 8 to 12, but with these types of exercises, don't be afraid to go to 20 or 25 reps even for these types of exercises. And I feel like it builds up a lot of density when you do those types of reps and sets um, in those exercises. Here I'm just kept the camera rolling. I'm thinking, you know what, feeling good, got a pump, I've got some good lighting here. I'll just flex. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just tensing and flexing. There we go. Side chest. What the hell am I doing with that hand? It's supposed to be over your hand, not under. There you go. Now you've got it over the hand. There you go. Flexing, showing off the pec, the chest muscle, the shoulder, the arms. There we go. Look at that. Juicy pump. No doubt. So next, what did I do next? Next it was triceps. Because I've got the chest out the way, I've done a lot of sets on my laterals, sitting and standing. So now I'm on to triceps as the finisher. Rope pushdowns, bread and butter for triceps, basic. Some people think, skull crushers is the best, but I feel like it takes the stress off the elbow. And, at the end of the workout, your triceps are basically already cooked, from the chest presses again. So, um, burning it out, doing loads of reps, 15 to 20 reps, rope extensions. I did about 3 or 4 sets here. Again, just different angles on the camera, getting it there. Yeah, big fan of this exercise. Sometimes I like to superset it with like overhead tricep extensions. But this rack's always packed. This rack's always busy. I mean, what's the least like uh used piece of equipment in the gym? It's like the squat rack. I swear it's like that's the most important one. It's always these cable machines that are always really, really busy and they're always really difficult to try and use. But anyway, this is another set of rope pushdowns. I'm trying to really pause and get a good stretch and squeeze. Now I'm changing it to V-bar from the rope. So now to change up, it's a different angle because it does more of the side of your tricep, the rope, whereas the V-bar, it does more of the mass, a different head of the tricep. So I think this is a really good exercise as well. You can go a bit heavier on this one. Just pumping it out, squeezing it out. See, I'm not actually fully locked for my elbows. I feel like that takes the stress off the muscle. Again, like full range of motion, always go full depth on the stretch. But the contraction, it's not a massive deal if you don't fully lock out. So yeah, I did these. Again, 15 to 20 reps. Felt really good. You can do this a different way. You can go really close or quite far apart. Depending on the angle of your elbows as well to get more of a stretch or to focus on a different head of the tricep. So yeah, these were great. That was my push workout, chest focused push workout. Give it a go. I do offer personal training online coaching, so I'll put my work email below, CavanBarbell@gmail.com. You can email for any coaching inquiries. And yeah, that was a great workout.